Come, Green. Director.
As well as in Asia. What is the difference or a challenge while facing Indian bowlers in a test match? Do you see any difference?
Yeah, I think certainly there's certain conditions things. I guess white ball, the wickets are a lot more milder. They're consistent, they're good to bat on, especially in this part of the world as we see scores of 200 plus in T20s and consistently over 300 in one-day cricket. But I think Test cricket is a different beast. Obviously, we know how good India are in their own conditions, the quality of their bowlers, the quality of their batters. They've grown up in these conditions, and it shows how hard it is, for a team to come and win here. So it's difficult. Obviously, they've got consistent bowlers who bowl an area for a long period of time. I mean, you see their two spinners who play consistently, Ashwin and Jaddu. They're two very accomplished bowlers. They can bat too, which makes it a little bit hard. But obviously they're a very good team. We'll take our learnings from, we've been here a lot recently. We played a lot of test matches in India. The group has grown together quite well, and we've all had that experience. So hopefully we can put together a strong fight.
Rachin, the last time you were here with New Zealand, there was so much build-up or hype about your folks coming from here and you originating from here. How has it been this time you're coming here for a test match? Yeah,
it's cool. I think obviously when I was here last, I guess it was IPL, and then before that it was the ODI World Cup. So two pretty cool experiences to have. Part of two very good teams, and had those experiences. But I guess it's something different about playing a test match. You're here for 5 days, and it's tradition. Test cricket's the pinnacle, so it's always nice to play Test cricket, not just in New Zealand but also away. But I guess it makes it extra significant just because of the family connection. I guess for me, I'm born and brought up in Wellington. I'm a Kiwi all the way through. So for me, it's amazing, and I'm very proud of my Indian heritage, and to be able to play where a lot of my family is based is something pretty special. There'll be a bunch of them in the crowd, and I know Dad will be here watching. So those moments, you pinch yourself on the journey, and for this, it's definitely one of them.
Hey Rachin, the last time you were in India for playing ODI cricket, you had a very good World Cup. Different formats, but how much do you think that experience is going to help you in the Test series? Also, you had a pretty decent IPL as well. So does that keep you in good stead?
Yeah, I guess, although it is different formats, it gives you confidence that you can perform in this part of the world, although conditions will and most likely be different. It's more, I guess, managing the crowd and the expectations of the people, and because we know how passionate the Indian people are about cricket. So it feels like if you're able to do it a couple of times, hopefully you're able to do it in a Test series. And look, I think it's a different challenge entirely, and something I'm really looking forward to. And it's always special to come back in India to play and play. As we've seen, those two tournaments were amazing. The crowds and the passion and the hype and the buzz around them. So I'm excited to have a fully fledged 3-match series here.
Rachin, hi. 5, 10, 15 years ago, there was probably a dearth of left-arm spinners. These days, probably not the case. In Sri Lanka, you encountered a couple of them. You yourself have 3 left-arm spinners in your ranks. You yourself have one of them. India have 3 left-arm spinners. Any reason that you put this down to?
I don't know. I guess since there's a lot of right-hand batters and your left armer naturally comes that way. But I guess you look at the talent of left armers in the world. It's a plethora of them, and you look in their team. Obviously, Jaddu, Aksa, both of them were amazing bowlers. Us, we've got Jazzy, we've got Sat, me who sprinkles in a little bit here and there. But there's a lot of talent around the world, isn't there? I'm not sure what I put it down to be honest. I guess the trend. You've seen a lot in white ball cricket in terms of the leg spinner and how that's evolved. I guess it's coming back to the left arm spinner, and especially in Test cricket, I think it's very relevant. A bowler who can consistently put the ball on a spot and can turn one and skid the next one. I think that's always going to be invaluable, especially with the amount of right-handers there are floating around.
Rachin, there's been a sort of a change in the way the Indian team has been playing in the last couple of years, especially in the last Test match when they sort of went for the win and got it done in 2 days against Bangladesh. As the New Zealand team sort of been tracking the new way that the Indian team has been playing, and how do you plan to counter it?
Yeah, I think India have always been a quality side. I guess the brand of cricket they play is very positive, especially in their own conditions. Like I said before, they know how to play. They've grown up on these wickets, and their players, the way they've evolved over the last few years has been amazing, especially away. But I mean, it's for us, it's playing our game and doing what's true to us. I think we did some really good stuff during that Sri Lankan series as well. Obviously, came on the wrong end of the stick and the wrong side of the win and loss column there. But I think as a group, there were times where we actually really pushed, and that first test was close, and we played the way we wanted to in certain moments. But I think we got to understand that we've got to do it for long periods of time, because that's what Test match cricket is about. And as New Zealanders, we don't necessarily try and look at the opposition too much. We know what a quality side they are and what they bring to the table, but I think if we're able to play our game and be consistent and put our best foot forward, hopefully that will result in a win. Who knows?
Rachin, I mean, it's an open secret that the ball is going to turn in Indian conditions. But just looking at the conditions here, there's a lot of cloud cover, there's rain in the air. Do you think that brings New Zealand a little more in the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think traditionally Bangalore is a little bit less turning. Well, look, from the stats, I'm not too sure, but you see a lot of bowlers, fast bowlers taking wickets here, quality fast bowlers. I guess a bit of rain around, but overcast conditions. Looking at the wicket, it could be not as turny as what we might expect in Mumbai, maybe. But I think the quality of the wicket, the quality of their bowlers, quality of our bowlers, I think that will sort of decide the makeup of the game, and whether it turns, I don't know. I guess we'll only find out. Might not turn first, second day. We'll only find out third, fourth, fifth day. So I guess it's important for us as a group to play what's in front of us and not come into this game with preconceived notions or ideas of what it looks like. Because look, we know what Test cricket in India is, but we know the quality of the Indian fast bowling setup too. So it's not like they're just going to produce a rank turner. They're quality bowlers too.
Rachin, the New Zealand Test team started on a 6-test leg. First half, 1 against Afghanistan, 2 in Sri Lanka, now the second half. How has it been in terms of preparation, in terms of learning from the first three? The first was anyway a non-starter. The losses in Sri Lanka and the learning points from those test matches?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, not being able to play in Noida was a bit disappointing. It would have been a good little build-up, but I think not often a New Zealand team has had the opportunity to have 6 subcontinent tests in a row. It's certainly an amazing opportunity to not just, to record wins, and it's more for experience and trying to get better as a player and better as a group, because traditionally, it's always tough to play in this part of the world. But I think it's a great preparation. Obviously Sri Lanka and India are different places, different surfaces, but similar in terms of the amount of spin you might play. And Sri Lanka are a quality side, especially in their own conditions, and they've shown, they're up there in the World Test Champo ranking. So for us, it was a great test. We took a lot out of it. We learned a lot. So it's mostly about, seeing how we can play our game and how we can bring that here to India.
Last 2 questions, please. Rachin, you said something to the effect of play true to your style. Can you explain that a little more? What is New Zealand's style at this point, and is there any flexibility to that ideology going forward?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit deeper than that. I guess it's being true to yourself as a player. I think, look, we've got some quality players in our setup. We got obviously Kane, you got Tommy Latham, you got Devon, you got Daryl. You got guys who approach the game differently, and I think it's for us doing what we do well in our own capacity. Dev's very good reverse sweeping. Daryl same. Doesn't necessarily mean someone else has to do the exact same. So it's for us finding our own method and being comfortable with that and trusting that, I guess. And I think that's probably going to be important over the next 3 tests. Look, again, we're not sure. I guess he'll play it by ear, and something will come out soon enough. Thank you, everyone. Cheers.